Chuck with the Chuck.
So now with the next two installments in the series, we'll start with Bride of Chucky, which would come out, almost 5 years later after Child's Play 3. Child's Play 3 was not a pretty big hit, I think, because they just kind of threw it out too soon after Part 2. But Bride of Chucky would come out in 1998, and it was directed by Ronnie Yu, who would go on to direct one of my favorite movies of all time, Freddy vs. Jason. The script was, again, by Don Mancini. And this one, it takes... it dropped the Child's Play, and now the focus became Chucky, and brings in the new character of Tiffany. So you see a little bit more of a backstory here. You have Tiffany, who is a former flame of Chucky's when he was alive, or Charles Lee Ray. And, she ends up getting the remains of Chucky after what happened at the end of Child's Play 3 and pretty much sews them back together. That was one thing I really liked, was the way that Chucky looked in this film. He looks just battle damaged, and he's all sewn up and kind of put together, not by the factory, but put together by Tiffany, and I thought that was cool. And then she brings him back using the cantation that's used in the other three films. They kidnap the characters of Jade, played by Katherine Heigl, and Jesse, played by Nick Stable, to go and get this amulet for them. And the amulet will supposedly allow them to resurrect themselves into the bodies, so Tiffany and Chucky can actually become human again by pushing their souls into the Jade and Jesse character. The film is not great. I kind of had a problem with them kind of going this route, but I think they did it as kind of a, just to see if they could try something different with the franchise. But I didn't like that the franchise got so goofy. The thing that I always liked about the first three films is, even though it did have black humor in it, it was always about something really serious, in terms of what what the main theme of the story was, is that a child was being pursued by this evil entity. And I think that they kind of got into the realm of spoof pretty heavy here. There's a couple of really good shots in this film, and there's a couple of really good scenes, and I like the way the film looks. But I don't love the film like I like Child's Play 1 at all, or Child's Play 3, or even 2. Bride of Chucky is kind of a mixed bag for me. I liked parts of it. I think there's got some great performances in it. But I don't know, it just got too silly for me at this point. I think it's fun. It's a good film. It's a film that I like watching, but in the end, I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's a fun film. I enjoy aspects of it, but I was kind of disappointed that they lost the Andy character, and just sort of went into this goofy route of Chucky and Tiffany being this doll couple, and I don't know, it just got a little silly for me. And now we have Seed of Chucky, which would come out in 2004 and was written and directed by Don Mancini. Now, this film, if Bride of Chucky was kind of goofy and over the top, this one just pushed the envelope even further. This introduces Glenn, played by the voice of Billy Boyd, who's from Lord of the Rings, as Glenn is the son of Tiffany and Chucky. And I just, at this point, the seriousness of the first three films is just completely lost. I mean, Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky should just be their own little trilogy, and they should just have the Child's Play movies be something. This should be just a spin-off of them, because there's nothing whatsoever that connects them outside of Chucky being the main antagonist. So this one, it deals with that, the son, and it deals with Hollywood, and that they're doing a movie about Chucky and Tiffany's adventure, and that Jennifer Tilly plays the voice of Tiffany as well as playing Jennifer Tilly, who's voicing Tiffany in the movie. I mean, it's a silly movie, and it's got cameos by John Waters and Redman, and I just was not a big fan of this film. I've only watched it a couple times because, I mean, it's funny, and I thought Brad Dourif again kills as Chucky. I didn't like the Glenn character. I thought it was too stupid. Not a big fan of this one at all. It's fun. I don't hate it completely. I'd watch it again if I ever just felt the need to, but I haven't watched it very much since I bought it. I think I've watched it twice. So this one will get a 5 out of 10 from me. Just not a big fan of Seed of Chucky. I know they were trying to go more tongue-in-cheek, but I think it really just takes away from, what the other films were, especially, 1, 2, and 3 of the series. Just, yeah, not a big fan of Seed of Chucky at all. So that is my retrospective of the Child's Play series. What I am happy to hear is that they are doing a new Child's Play movie, and Brad Dourif is coming back as the voice of Chucky. It's called Curse of Chucky. It is, I believe, in production now, and Don Mancini is writing and directing the film. So hopefully it'll be a fun, film. Maybe it'll harken back to the other films. I don't believe that Tiffany character will be in it. The way that the Seed of Chucky ended, I couldn't see how she could come back, but you never know. So, hopefully, maybe this will harken back to the first 3 films, which I think are the strongest films in the series. But we shall see. Again, I thank everybody for watching this little retrospective I've done on the Child's Play series, and please feel free to let me know what you think. Take care, everyone.